You alright? These are so cute. That's someone else's house. Church. Look at that.
Ah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So.
This is so cute. That's amazing. Drinks, yeah. This is so cool. There it is, look.
I see it.
Oh, that's the one.
Got it here. How much?
€3.
Why? Why should we pay? Yeah.
Well done.
You have to pay?
Ja, ja.
Yeah, 2 please.
Ja, en je kan daar kan
Okay, okay.
Dank je.
Voilà.
Voilà.
Hello. Whew. That is stunning. Wow. You alright?
You know what's going to and doesn't.
Just deep breaths. Wow.
Couldn't find a way back yet.
We'll find it.
But
Wow. Ow.
Yeah,
What, like
that's what I
that?
want to do, yeah. Oh, I think I might have to do that tomorrow. Yeah. We're going to have to do that tomorrow. Yeah. Good afternoon, ladies and gents, boys and girls. Hope you're all having a great weekend. So this is just a quick one to explain what we're going to be doing next. I'm not going to bore you for too long, but we have got quite a lot of work that we need to do over the next however long it takes. We've stopped putting a time on things because we tried to put times on stuff and it was just bowling over, then you get yourself all worked up. So we're not doing that no more. It is what it is. We do it when we do it. Things always go wrong. Things take time, you know, tough. So, as you know, the solar is now done. Now, I just want to ask you a couple of questions on this because it's something that I've found with this particular inverter that I didn't have on my last one. I've had to speak to my friend in Wales, who's an electrician. He knows a lot about these things, and he's said everything's fine. I've actually gone back to the manufacturer of this as well, but if someone out there who deals or works on these type of inverters, yeah, if you've got any information, I'm just going to explain briefly what I've done, what I found, and I'm just going to give you a quick run around of what we're going to be doing next. So basically, this inverter here is different to my inverter. Sorry, the other one, the 4.2 kilowatt. Oh, I've just got a little Wi-Fi dongle here as well, so I can now check and I can look on the app, see what I'm using, what I'm not using, how much I'm generating, blah, blah, blah. So this here doesn't have its own dedicated earth on the load and the supply. It's earth to the body, and it's something called a floating neutral. I didn't know what that was. Because basically when I installed it, I just checked the voltage between live and neutral. I was getting 230 volts, all happy days. Run around, check the sockets, everything was working. But then I plugged this meter in here, which is, it's just a tester, but it shows up, as you can see, like there's no earth. And it's only saying 216 volts for some reason. There is actually 230 volts because I tested it between live and neutral. But what I've noticed is that this inverter only gives you voltage between live and neutral, but it splits it at like 115 volts each. But when you test from live to earth, you get nothing. Now, I didn't know what this was. I thought there was a problem. I've gone to the manufacturer. They've told me everything's as it should be because it's how these new systems are working, because it's a bit like a generator, which makes sense because they don't have an earth. And also you can put these in like motorhomes and camper vans again, where they don't have a physical earth, but this does have a full grounding system in this house. And then when I switch this inverter to go to the bypass, everything works fine, but it's still using the same cabling as it is when it's on the battery and the solar. So it's a bit weird. I don't get it. If anyone knows anything about that, I'd be happy to grab some information from you. But as I say, everything is fine, I've been told from my friend, the manufacturer. But yeah, any information from you guys, that'd be great. Now, with this system now, we've got this down to about 80 cents a day because we've got a day and a night tariff. So we have everything working through the day on the solar and the batteries. Then in the evening from 10 till 8, we get a lower tariff. I think it's something like 6 cents a kilowatt. It's something really cheap. So then we have that charging the batteries, and also it's supplying the water heater as well. Again, that's all on there. But yeah, about 80 cents a day. Obviously it's going to be different than that over the winter. We get that. But because this is a hybrid inverter as well, when the batteries on the solar disappears or it runs to a certain voltage, then the grid kicks in, which is it's a great little system. I do like these hybrid inverters. It's the one that I had last time. So yeah, everything's working here now with that. So that's the electrics that's done. That's one job ticked off. It's completely finished. Except I was told that the RCD units that I had in here, let's turn this light on. So the RCD unit that I had, which was this, it was a type AC, which is quite old apparently for, it's not old, but it's not suitable for like a solar system. So when, if it was to have a trip, it could be a little bit, you know, a bit uneasy. It might not work straight away. I mean, that's only a 30 milliamp RCD, but we've noticed that sorry, I got told that it's better off to change that and put it on a Type A, which the Type A is a much newer system. So it's basically works better for solar inverters, stuff like that. So that's all changed now. I've changed both of them on this board, the one upstairs. So everything now should be fine. So as I say, that's one job that's ticked off completely. Our next job is I'm going to be diverting the water from the shower and the washing machine. It's going to be not going into the septic tank no more, because I've noticed that, like, you know, just one wash. Let me just turn this light off again. One wash is like, it's about 80 litres. So what I've got around here, I've got a 1,000 litre water tank, which is there. So I'm going to be diverting the, because the washing machine, the shower's up there. So I'm going to drop some 50mm pipes down. It's going to go through like a filtration system, which I'll show you now. It's basically going to go through like a mesh, some gravel, sand, and then through that little tank, it's then going to go into the 1,000 litre. And then from there, I've got a submersible pump, which is then going to go, we can use it for watering the plants, the cherry laurels, the grass and what have you. We can't really use it for Sarah's fruit and veg because certain detergents can damage that. But I've got everything here ready. That's my gravel, my sand. I'm going to use that as the filtration. I've got all my bits and pieces in there, the pump and what have you. So that's my next job, which is quite important. We've then got, this is new garage door. We've got the doors and windows going in, hopefully within the next 2 weeks. Now, we ordered them in January, but we think there was an issue with the guy, we believe, or the company that we got them from in Rijeka. So we've passed it on to somebody else, but now hopefully that's going in within 2 weeks. So that's the one after that. But once I've then diverted the tank and everything, that one's finished, we're then going to tackle this. So I have started the electrics in here. As you can see, I've done a lot of it. Chased the wall out here. I'm going to put another channel in there and there because we're going to be having an island here. But then the water, the main water, as you can see, turn that light on again, over there in the corner, I'm redirecting that to over here. And then all the pipe work has got to come around. That water heater's getting shifted. I think I've mentioned that before. I'm going to try and tuck it in down there. So then once I've done all the motor electrics here, I've done quite a lot of it. We just need to do the rest. And then once we've done that, then we can get it plastered. And then we can speak about getting the kitchen. Again, we ordered the kitchen last, I think it was September or October. We hadn't been here long. We only went to go and have a look, but there was a sale on. So we've ordered and paid for it. That was literally last year, but I just keep having to tell the guy that, look, we're running behind. Because like I said, I'm not putting a time on anything now. It is what it is. It gets done when it gets done. So that's it. Diverting the water next. Then the windows and doors are going in. We're going to finish the first fix of the electrics and the water and then get it plastered. We do think we've found someone who can help us with that. So then once that's been plastered, we can then look at the kitchen and then, yeah, but we're just taking it one step at a time. We're not getting worked up about it anymore, which I was getting a little bit down about it because I just didn't realise how long things were taking, but everything's good now. We're all done. We know what we're doing. We've got a plan. So yeah, we'll keep you informed. We're going to do some, I'm just testing my drone out because I've left my other drone at our other home. So I'm going to try and record one of the guys doing the windows and what have you. So yeah, so we'll see you soon. Be good.
Drink and no worries in the world.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yay.
Only that.